What does your year-end review look like? Is it a review, a personal critique, a personal damnation of all the things that you didn't do this year, all the goals you didn't make, um, uh, rethinking all the decisions and questioning yourself? That's not a good use of your time. That's not a good use of your energy. That doesn't help fill your spirit, and that doesn't help prepare you for the next year. So if you do a year in review, year end, END review, um, make sure to include the successes, include the good turns, include the choices that led you somewhere. When you think about things that you did or that you didn't do, what was the lesson that you learned? Um, if you haven't learned a lesson yet, then spend some time actually thinking about it. Spend some time reviewing what went well, what didn't go well, what lesson you learned, what corrections you would make going forward. That's what a year end review should look like. That's what a personal review should look like. A lot of times we want to focus on the negative and we want to put ourselves down and hold ourselves accountable for all the things that didn't go the way that we expected them. But we don't take the time to celebrate and give a balanced review. Like when you were in school, your teacher didn't only give you a score based on your wrong answers, it was also a score based on your right answers. It was a balance. It was how much good versus how much was wrong, and that's what your score was. But as adults, oftentimes what we do, and kids actually do this too, so I shouldn't say only adults, but oftentimes what we do is just focus on what we wish we had done differently, what what we feel like we wasted time on, or things like that. So I'm encouraging you with your year-end review this year to look at the positives, look at the negatives, look at the pluses, look at the goals that you completed, look at the goals that you made progress on, look at the goals that you adjusted. That's a success to me. That's a win, because that means that you were learning as you went and you made a course correction along the way. That's a huge success. And sometimes we're like, oh, I didn't start out right, so that's a failure. But no, we have to remember that the successes, the corrections, the things that move us closer to where we want to be are the things that we should celebrate, the things we should carry forward, not just focused on the mistakes that we made.